Good evening, all you beautiful bastards. We are definitely running late, and it is lovely and wonderful Elder God Bones joined with the audacious and bodacious Sibs, and for another installment of Spaghetti and well, today it's actually Cosmo Voyage, but Spaghetti and Naked Presents Cosmo Voyage.
Cosmo
So,
Voyage.
hello.
Hello, everyone. Hope you
Holy
all are
shit.
doing well. Yeah, Bones, your kids suck.
My good lord, my children did not want to fall. They were so overtired, it's not even funny. Oh my god. Pain in the rear. Okay, making sure that's not too loud. Oh, so yes. God, fucking headset. There we go. I gotta take this headset apart and fuck with the damn power connector.
Everything.
The power cable. Ooh.
Yeah.
Why is? Oh, that's right. I'm in the basement. Oh, so yeah, it's fun.
It's real quick before we start Cosmo Voyage. I got a new thing.
You got the new thing.
I got a new thing. It's a big
Hey,
old
little
VR
angels.
headset.
Ooh, it looks.
Look at how big this thing is. Like
Yeah.
you've seen your Oculus and stuff. Like
Yeah, no,
this is massive.
That is nuts. It reminds me, it reminds me of Battlestar Galactica. It looks like a Cylon.
That's probably because of the protective cover on it. So it's actually, I don't actually know how to take this cover off. It is actually all blue.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up finding an eBay listing. Didn't realize I was in a bidding war with one person. So then I just stopped until like literally 45 seconds left when I placed my final bid.
Fuck it.
Normally the setup that I got with that would be like $1,600. I got it for $740 shipped.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so true 8K. So each eye has a full 4K display, 200-degree FOV. So that's like like if you put your hands here, it's about what the FOV is like.
That's nuts.
And then like this.
So have you played Beat Saber with it yet?
I have not. I've been playing Blade and Sorcery, and I'm probably going to play some more of that tonight.
Nice.
So, that's fun.
So yes. So where we last left our douchebag,
Quirk. You're forgetting a step there, bud.
What?
It's time for some bullshit.
You're gonna love it. It's time for Cosmo Voyage. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, so while you do the recap, I'm gonna plug in my index knuckles.
So we had the festivities and everything, and I went through and talked with, well, actually we met, what was it, 1 2 3 4 5 6
You met a lot of people,
and got a 13 to 14 different people off of the crew, and got a whole bunch of people wanting to have other things built into the ship. And so we left with me talking to, God, who was I talking to?
You left talking to it was Captain Jens.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because I asked her how many free storage bays were there, because that's, and you were expecting a little more than that, but I wanted to cut. I felt that it was a good cutoff point. So from here, so picking right back up where we left off, I am going to go find Mr. Price.
Alrighty, you go ahead and do that. Give me just a moment. I'm actually typing some stuff up.
Yep. I go find Jackson Price. Hey, Tammy's, welcome. Sorry,
hey,
we
Tammy's.
are, and of course an ad.
And Little Angel, thank you.
Oh man. So
Give me just
why?
a second. I'm trying to type some shit up because I wasn't expecting this to happen.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
I mean, I made an announcement that it would be late. So yes. So yeah, I'm gonna go find Mr. Jackson Price, because I'm going to take him up on his offer of hint hint nudge nudge. You can go talk to your grandma, mama,
yes. So I'm
Ms.
going to
Andrea
use
Price.
his adopted step grandmother.
Yes.
So there is your stuff of what is available.
Thank you.
So there are 6 available mod bays currently. The ones that have been requested has been a fighter hangar, hopefully a double. But if you do a double, you won't be able to do the expansion to the engineering bay. A production bay that will help enable retrofits in space. The engineering bay expansion. A warehouse expansion, but if you do the warehouse expansion, you can't do the med bay expansion. A med bay expansion has been requested, and then Laura Minkle has specifically required a specified bay for her to have her own lab
Sweet
for
mother.
special projects. Which it kind of would go hand in hand with engineering, but it's kind of off on its own.
Well, I mean, it did end yesterday, so technically, yes.
Yes.
We did end in the AM of yesterday, or today.
Technically, we stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. So we did stream Wednesday, because today we streamed Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
For 30 minutes.
So yeah, that's what's been requested. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 requested expansions.
And
technically 7 if you include the double bay on the fighter.
Why?
6 available, and there are 4 incompatibilities.
Well, there's 2 incompatibilities.
2 incompatibilities, but it along like 4 bays.
Well, yeah.
Well, 2 bays, but 4 modules would be affected. This is why I was saying 4 incompatibilities. But anyways, so yeah, you said you're gonna go talk to
and I'm trying to remember why. Why did I need to
Price?
talk to Jackson Price about talking to his grandmother? What was the reason?
I believe this is the reason.
Was this the reason? Because I don't.
Because this is something that has to be.
It's got to be something that's got to be.
This has to be approved.
This has to be approved. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And you all report directly to the council.
Yeah. So.
And Jackson said that he'd be willing to help you out as long as you continue to help him out.
Yes. So yeah, go find Jackson. And where is Jackson right now?
He is actually in one of the recreational areas, lifting weights.
Okay. So walk up to him, and I see that he's bench pressing just for giggles. And yeah. I walk up and ask him, does he need a spotter?
Not really, but you're welcome to stand there just in case.
All right. How's the workout going?
He goes, pretty light. Only doing about 300-pound bench press. Is pretty light today.
Awesome.
He goes, I'm on the night patrol tonight, so I'm trying to take it easy.
Not having a spotter. I mean, do you think Huge Reg would need a spotter at 300 pounds, considering he curled 300,000 in the sub VTF 1.0 before he weighed 11,000 pounds?
Keep in mind,
and yes, you always have a spotter. Always.
Keep in mind that Jackson Price used to compete in bodybuilding competitions against Hugh Dredge before they joined the
Yes, I do remember
Space
that.
Union. So,
Um,
so yeah, 300 pounds is like nothing for him. His personal best is 785 for bench pressing. So that's why I was like, it's a pretty light day.
okay, so actually, kind of wanted to ask you a question about something.
Shoot.
I know you just said this earlier, and it just kind of, and things have kind of fallen into my lap about how you'd reach out to, hey Guardian, welcome.
Hey, Shaq.
About how you'd reach out to your grandmother, but I kind of I'm gonna go float something by them about actually making some modifications to the ship, and I have to have their approval to do it, and either gonna be, haven't decided on what I want to do yet, but I'm either gonna put another flight hangar in because we need to be able to protect ourselves better.
Keep in mind, you can do one fighter hangar without any.
Yeah.
It's the double that's
the double that fucks over the engineering bay. Yeah. Doing a fighter hangar, or potentially a double, but that has some incompatibility issues with engineering. An expansion to the engineering bay, a production bay, which would allow us to actually repair our ship if anything was damaged, and also help us retrofit other bays going forward. Aforementioned engineering bay, warehouse.
So it's basically so the production bay would basically be a dry dock bay.
Yeah, basically we're looking at something to where, like, let's say we build a production bay and we make an extension to engineering. We don't need to go back anywhere. We can build all those in-house, like in ship, or we can build, if we need to replace plates on the outside of the ship and we're in space, we can build those, and we're right next to cargo. It just out the door and with more.
Saves us months of time. Yeah,
yes,
that makes sense.
A warehouse expansion, having more storage for everything just kind of makes sense. An extension to med bay. We're a science vessel. I don't foresee us having a overabundance of injured people, but knock on wood, anything can go wrong, or having, being able to research things and so on and so forth. And then Laura Minkle's requesting to have her own lab to help aid in her special projects and endeavors.
He's like pumping like quick pumps. Like he's like special projects.
Yeah, basically. So
he's easily done like a solid 70 reps since you've been standing there.
So yeah, I'm gonna type everything up and send it off in a message later, but I just kind of wanted to run it by you, see what you thought, and see if it's something that would be worth reaching out to your grandmother about.
Yeah, absolutely. You just need to set in stone exactly which ones you're wanting to do. I can pass on a word to her. She could probably get it approved fairly quickly, especially because you brought up some good points about the production bay. Not having to come all the way back to Earth for the major refits.
Yeah.
I can pass it along, but you're going to need a very well typed up report on it and why each thing is essential.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. Well, hey, man, that's actually all I needed. I mean, while I'm here, is there anything you wanted to run by me or anything? I just don't want to walk away.
Not yet. Just know that there's some stuff coming up that I'll need your help on later.
Okay. Hey, let me know, and we'll make sure that I can do that. That we make that happen.
Fair enough.
And yes, I will be using the style guide that what's his name?
Are you talking about Captain Morshell?
Is it Morshell?
The fashion designer?
No, the one who that overviewed all of everything that I send out. I mean,
Oh,
technically, Sarah could do that, but that's not what she does.
right. Okay, I know
That
who you're talking about
was that Malloy? That was William Malloy, wasn't it?
now.
No, it was Ryan Lynx, comms first officer.
Yep,
Yeah,
Ryan Links.
the email that Ryan sent me for a template to make it easier. Yes, I would be using that. That's without basically going forward. Any memos that are sent are going to be done using Ryan's template to make his life easier because I said I would. That is now canon. Unless they come back and tell me to do something different. Then we retcon ourselves.
Well, hierarchy could change, and there could always be some council admirals that shift around, and then new admirals might look for different things.
This is true, yes. So
I would actually go with him personally because normally it goes to the whole council. If this is just going to Jackson, it might be worth just going to him and being like, "Hey, I'm writing this to Jackson specifically, or Price, sorry, Admiral Price specifically."
So you think it'd be worth just sending it to Price privately, not to the Grand Council entirely?
Well, because Jackson has a little bit of pull with Council Admiral Price. Um, yeah, exactly.
So, but the thing is,
but the thing is, so if you bring it to Price specifically, and Jackson pulls his weight, then she can present it to the council herself rather than you presenting it, and then she,
okay,
it's kind of like a tier.
Yeah, no.
System.
I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. And back on what Smata said, I did say that because I did ask him to send it to me. So that is in reference, making it known that I'm making Ryan's job easier by him sending me that, because I will use that so there's less that he has to do before it's being sent out.
He did say that he was going to start using that from here on
I
out.
thought
so
about
I wasn't
that.
going to hold that against him. But yeah,
I still want it. That's still thank you for bringing it up, but yes, already thought.
Try not to help Bones too much.
And now he'll just fucking make me re-roll.
Yeah, no. So yeah, he just basically says, "Yeah, just know that I'm gonna have some favors coming up, and I'll expect you to scratch my back if I scratch your back here."
100%, as long as it's feasible, of course. I mean, I can't give you my ship.
Yes, I could take your ship if I wanted to, technically, but
you know what I mean.
There's no one else in the gym, so it's just like take it if I wanted to.
Alrighty, well, I'll let you get back to your workout here. Thanks, man. I will have that sent to you soon.
He like lifts his thing and like you hear him go 150. Like, he's just like, keep in mind I am on an ethics committee, so I won't ask you to do anything that's unethical.
Okay.
He goes, I'm gonna get some shut eye before my patrol. Just send me the message whenever you're ready for me to pass it along.
Will do. Yeah, I'll let you know once it's sent.
And because as he's like walking out the door, like he's got the towel around his neck that he wipes his sweat with. He's just like, yeah, it'll look a lot better if it comes from me rather than coming from you. No offense.
None taken. It's more you get to be able to talk to your grandmother, whereas mine would be kind of a blind side. Hey, what do you think of this?
Exactly. And he goes, but I do talk to Mima every day.
Okay. Oh, that's so cute.
He just looks at you like, goes, how often do you talk to your parents, fuckwad?
They're not alive.
Neither are mine.
So that answers your question. None.
He goes, hence why I talk to my grandmother every day.
She's not. I have no family to talk to, so that is awesome.
Because you probably have kids floating around. I've heard your reputation.
None that I'm aware of.
Just some conversation with Lieutenant Price.
Yes. I'm gonna make a decision on which mod base that I want to pursue. So then Price can send that off to his grandmother, who sits on the Space Union's council, so we can get that approved.
And who is a direct, one of your 5 direct superiors.
Yes. So yes, I'm going to be using favorite adopted grandson.
Especially since you've already pissed off Cashin.
Yes. My ship, damn it.
You go check your handbook. Every ship is my ship, motherfucker.
Oh, that was fun. Good times. So yeah, I don't know.
It's about 9:30. What do you want to do?
9:30 at night.
AM.
I'm gonna go back to my quarters.
Okay.
Because I want to.
Because I know normally you would talk to Laura or Palmer, but they're both recovering from the initial.
Yeah, no, I don't want to bother them for a week or so.
Yeah.
It's 10:40 p.m. Yes, it is 10:40 p.m. here as well.
We're in space time.
Yes, yeah. Role play. It's time of day. Okay, so do I want to? I'm debating on how I want to go about. Holy shit! Hunt Society games with a raid.
Hunt Society games.
Thank you.
My god!
Holy
thank you
shit.
so much for the raid.
Welcome.
What were you playing tonight?
Yeah.
Wow, this is kind of the reverse. We're used to raiding you.
I know, right? What's going on? Hello. For all of you,
Hello.
I'm finally able to raid you.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Since this is your first time in our channel. I'm Sibs or Cyberite984. That's Elder Godbones or EGB Gaming.
This is Spaghetti and Naked, and dude, awesome. I've been debating on one.
I played it like a year and a half ago, and it was so much fun. Then we could do that on Spaghetti and Gaming sometime.
We totally could. Intent nudge nudge.
Oh man, Oh man, next Wednesday I'm totally gonna play some PCBS too.
What was I gonna say? But also, so bit of an introduction for those of you who did not know who we are. As he said, I am Elder Godbones. That is Sabar8984. Yes, go check out
Sibs.
Go check him out.
Yes,
they
please.
Were playing Grounded.
Yes, he's a great guy. Very interactive with chat.
Yes.
Which is one of the main things we look for in re-raids. If they don't say much to us or anything like that, nah. So
I'm down.
We're always down to
have
more people.
No problem with that. But
did you see For the King 2, by the way, Hunt? Because
I can't wait for that. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be 4-player instead of 3-player, which will be interesting.
That'll be awesome. I will admit that 3-player it's just a little odd.
There are a lot of games like that though. I want to say Card Hunter is 3-player.
Weird.
Yeah. Graphics are a lot different and animations are a lot different, so it looks a lot prettier.
I'm down. So yes, I am Elder Godbones. Sibs. I'm a mechanical engineer, master mechanic that's also a tech enthusiast. He is
electrical engineering student, car enthusiast. Just finished my capstone project the other day, which was designing a microprocessor from scratch.
That's dude, awesome. High five. Well, I guess high five. And for those that don't know, I'm not next to him by any stretch of the goddamn imagination.
No, we're about 9.5 hours away from each other.
I'm in Iowa. He's in the jelly state.
Urban state. Philly State too, but bourbon. Which is
And
funny because I don't really care for bourbon. I'm more of a rum person.
Kentucky, KY, KY jelly.
KY jelly. The lube.
I really
Oh,
like.
seriously? That's awesome. Oh, sweet.
Small fucking world.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the Cedar Rapids area.
Yeah, and I'm near the Bowling Green area of Kentucky. That city, even though I don't like Corvettes anymore because I see them all over the place.
I mean, yeah.
I was seeing Corvettes.
Like, dude, you guys might be fucking neighbors.
Would be even funnier if we go to the same fucking
It
bar.
said too soon.
It'd be funnier if we
He's an
go
hour. Okay.
You're an hour. Okay, I'm like 30 minutes from BG.
So there is. So you, since this is your first time technically being with us while we've been actually been able to talk, there's a bar that he frequents. It's called, what is it?
Drinking Game.
Yes. That you probably should go check out.
Yeah. It's pretty great. I'm good friends with the owners. They've given me a couple rides home if I've
Been too inebriated.
well, I've never failed the breathalyzer, but there have been times where I'm like, look, I know I could probably drive home, but I'd rather not.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man.
Best friends
I'm so
didn't even
upset
know it.
they're expanding, like they're changing their menu up and stuff, like trying to do a little bit more nicer stuff, and they might be taking waffles off the menu. It's so upsetting.
Oh,
And I'm like, no, they're like, it just takes up too much space. And it's like, they make vertical waffle maker. Drinking Game.
yeah. I haven't been, of course, because yeah.
I'll direct message you.
But we are they're wrong. I haven't even been there, and I have to agree with that statement. So the other okay. Wow. Damn. Small world. So yeah, I mean, I've been here for 6 years. I'm not a native. I'm originally from Ohio.
I've been up there twice. I went on a cross country road trip in, what was it, 2019?
No.
Yes,
Wait.
it was 19.
Was it
It
19?
was right after I started at Bluegrass, and I started there Black Friday 18.
Okay, so then yeah, it was. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. Because Gwen was just shy over a year.
Yeah, Hunt, you might actually know my old workplace. I used to work for Bluegrass Cellular since that was a regional thing.
Oh man, that's funny. Waiting for the response of, oh my god, my dude, I had Bluegrass Cellular.
And now my service is dog shit because Verizon bought it. God, there were so many tower leases that apparently weren't fully legal.
Ooh.
Like, they were able to get away with it because they were a regional carrier, but like nationwide carriers can't do that. So they've had to shut down countless towers because of it.
Yeah. I would not complain about moving back to Ohio, but if I was moving back to Ohio, I wouldn't be moving back to Cincinnati. I would be moving back to Columbus.
Oh. I love Cincinnati.
I mean, I do too, but Columbus is a much better city. Much better.
I've never been up to Columbus, if I'm being honest.
God, it's like night and day. Like, don't get me, there's a lot of amazing things to do in Cincy, but Cincy's only an hour to an hour and a half drive away from Columbus. It's not that big a deal. You just go 71 south, you're there.
Yeah, I mean, I plan on moving to Cincinnati.
It's a weird place.
College.
It is the heart of it all. But I mean, also alma mater.
The Cincinnati Bengals are basically also a Kentucky sports team because
literally,
their practice fields are in Kentucky across the river.
Yes.
So I mean, it's the closest thing Kentucky has to a pro sports.
Covington might as well be part of Ohio.
Yeah. Other than Louisville Football Club.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, you have Kings Island in Cincinnati, then you can drive 4 hours north and go to Cedar Point.
I do want to go up to Cedar Point. I've not been up there.
They're shutting
So-
down Top Thrill Dragster, which sucks.
So
This is
the
gonna turn into a fucking talk show. You realize this? We need to get
I
back to
know.
Cosmo Voyage.
I know. So, but the first time I went to Kings Island was a week after they permanently closed Son of the Beast.
Oh damn!
So I never got to ride the wooden loop-de-loop.
It was never a wooden loop-de-loop. It was steel.
Right, but it was still a wooden coaster with
Oh
it.
yeah, but the thing is, it
There
had
were still
overhead bridge.
reinforcements.
Yeah.
Yes, there were still reinforcements, but it was still the only wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm
with a-
aware. I've rode it many a times.
Well, fuck you. I got
Yes.
to ride the Banshee like right after it opened, and that thing's fucking insane.
Gee. Oh, that's
Whenever-
yeah. That's
I
the
don't know
flying
if
one.
I don't. It's where Son of the Beast was, and they have an Eternal Torch at Son of the Beast. So whenever they opened it up, it was the world's most inverted roller coaster.
Okay, then never mind. I have not rode Banshee.
Yeah. The Banshee is like
yeah.
right there. Banshee's like right there. I have
Holiday
not been to
World?
Holiday World.
I have
I've
not either.
Oh, I think I have, but I don't remember.
And
If I had
Little
to, it's been
Angels,
so long.
I'm sorry, Batavia, Eastgate, Amelia, they're all trash compared to other parts of the state. I'm sorry. Like
back to the space stuff though. We're getting off topic and we're already an hour
I'm sorry.
late.
I grew up there. No, I'm sorry. It may be better now. It's in comparison to what I remember, which has been 20 years. No.
We made references to Skyline Chili and Ohio State Marching Band in Cosmo Voyage.
Yes, we did. I
Just
fucking
piss off
can't,
buttons.
you
Operation
fucking-
Best Damn
you
Band in the Land.
Fucking Christ. Gave me
I've
more
never had
like,
Skyline
like
Chili.
the one that you oh god, I love Skyline so much. Actually, hold on, I'll be right back.
I can't remember if I've been to Holiday World. I want to say I went there once with my dad, but it also could have been a different theme park.
Skyline Chili.
So I took my my first cheat on keto, which I've been doing for like a month and a half. I had the pretzel bacon pub burger triple from
Oh
Wendy's.
yeah, how was that?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Okay.
And then I had chili cheese fries and a medium chocolate frosty. Because you got to think, I haven't had anything other than like my flavored water and sugar-free monsters for the last month and a half. So it was just one of those things where I wanted something a little different.
Nice. So, but diving back into fucking
Cosmo Voyage.
yeah, so the people that were rating. So what we were doing before we were massively derailed by some awesome conversation.
Absolutely.
You have fun. Don't stick your balls in it, or you could be required to have medical marijuana, as per South Park.
May or may not be one of the reasons why I want to move up to Cincinnati, but whatever.
That's more reason to stick my balls in.
I like this guy. He fits in well.
Yes, you sir will love it here.
Oh man.
Go join the Discord.
After the season 1 finale, we did dice rolls to determine his cock stats.
Legit. Yes. Can I? Is it possible? Where are they? Gimme.
I think that's one of the ones that got lost.
No. Oh no. No. They
You
did
have
not.
that bod still?
I do. They're in the pinned message.
No.
No.
I'm talking about the VOD of the season finale.
Oh,
with the space
no, I
battle.
don't think
that
so.
got lost.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that one.
Stats.
We've been meaning to fix that for months.
7 inches soft. 7 inches soft, 12 inches hard, 7 inches in circumference, normal potency, loads of cum, and lots of
power. It's like a can. It's like a fire hydrant going off. I think is how I described it.
Oh shit.
Anyways, this is our D&D roleplay that's a parody of Star Trek.
Yes.
He's never played any kind of D&D thing before.
Not properly. Not tabletop.
This isn't even proper. Welcome to Cosmo Voyage, where everything's made up and the dice rolls do matter.
So
he doesn't have a heart.
I don't have a heart
or lungs,
and I don't mean that just because I'm ginger.
No, that's the soul you're missing.
Yes. So at the end of season 1, I got into a space battle, and my character's name that I'm playing, his name is Juan Tibetan Quirk, parodied off of James Tiberius Kirk.
We've got Jeff Liam Pact card. I'm sure you can imagine who that is. Lieutenant Sprocket,
which is
Long Dong and Prosper.
God. Long Dong and Procreate.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I just remember Long Dong and Prosper.
So yeah, so I only have my left arm. My dominant arm is actually no, I'm sorry, it's not dominant. So I have my right arm.
No, you've got your left, which is your dominant.
What race? Your dominant arm. I am Terran. I am human.
Yeah.
So, but I was ejected out of the spaceship, and I lost everything from mid torso down.
Waist down.
Waist? Well, it's basically like halfway over.
Because you have the majority of your intestine.
Oh, okay,
it's
whatever.
The end of your small intestine that's gone.
Well, that also means I'm missing my large intestine and colon.
You have most of those organs. Some of them had to be synthesized pieces of it, but yeah. But basically, you're gone from the dick down.
So... And I wish we still had the VOD, because I was like going through it and I had straight up an epiphany of, do I have a cock?
Yeah, it was so funny. It was the best.
And then so I had to roll, and then yes, spaghetti is intestines. As you notice, there's naked man sitting on some spaghetti. That's me shitting out my intestines.
His name is Leonardo de Saussio.
Yes, that is his name. But so I had to roll for the length of my cock, and I initially rolled a 4.
Smada did it was right after we introduced the reward thing where you can force a reroll, and he rerolled it as a 7-inch cock.
Oh my god. So okay, so this is worth mentioning. There is a
Long Dong silver.
So
Alamar has silver.
Oh god.
Alamar could be Long Dong silver.
Oh my god. Okay. So there's a channel reward point. It is, what was it?
Force buns to
no, not that. I mean, yes, that, but not that.
Create a character?
Yeah, there's the create a character, which is, don't highlight my message. It's 12,500. I know you're not going to get it, so I'm just bringing it to your attention. You're not going to get it today. In the Discord, however, there's a Cosmo Voyage. Just shush you. There's a Cosmo Voyage character sheet, and the pinned message. I need to modify it to give it more detail, but you can create your own character in Cosmo Voyage. Within reason. You are not powered. You are just a standard human being, or whatever the case may be. And in the Discord, if we like it enough, we'll choose it. In the stream, if you choose the reward, you are instantly set as part of the crew of Quirk's Prestige.
Right, and
Prestige.
And keep in mind, The redeem, whenever you do the redeem, you just do I believe it's name and profession. And
Yes.
then if you want to add on to it, you have to do the Discord write up as
Yes. But just to give you an idea, if you
and everyone gets
wanted
one
to,
redeem.
yes, you get, and that's what it says. You must include everything about your character you wish to create in the universe, and each person gets one submission. So, with your 7-inch flaccid cock of Silver Dragonborn or Silver Fox, whatever you want to, this is whatever. Have at you. If we like it, it will become part of canon. It will be someone introduced. They may, or if we choose it, they may not become a crew member, but they may become a crew member.
Right. There may be an NPC that comes along later on.
Yes.
So,
we've kind of in a long-winded explanation. This started as a 45-minute segment to just bullshit for the last 45 minutes of the stream for our podcast.
Sergeant
Trophy. I love this man already.
Man, he fits in so well.
You sir are a-okay.
I knew there was a reason why we kept trading him. I told you.
Yes. So this started as a 45-minute thing, and we noticed that when we did a couple of actual just full-length streams of Cosmo Voyage, we were getting more people in, retaining viewers and getting new viewers by doing it. So as much as I love talking about stuff and everything else of that nature, it doesn't make sense. It's already saturated enough as far as podcasts are concerned. There aren't a lot of people actually doing D&D tabletop stuff. So we shifted our thing more towards that, which is why we're doing this.
I would love to sometime, once some of the VR D&D stuff comes out, try and get implemented into that.
That would be really hard, but it would be neat.
Hey, I'm down. My next work shift is next Thursday, so.
Oh. Yes, possibly. We did that at the same time, and that was really, there was like, all right, then we totally, okay.
Oh God, we spent too much time together. It's fantastic.
It is amazing. Love it.
All right, so going back to, so you go back to your office and you start typing up the reports for the mod.
Do I need to roll on how well this is done?
Yes, do your roll initially, and then I'll do a roll to see how well Captain what's his fuck can improve it.
16.
Okay. So it's a pretty solid report starting off the bat.
But starting off the bat, I still gotta choose my things. Yeah. So debating on how many we should try for. Yes.
I mean, you can apply for up to 6.
Well, I know that. And my mind will never get out of the gutter. Just take me to dinner first. You do it. Go get your food and come back, bitch. God. Go eat. Go stuff your pie hole.
Ooh. So it's funny is the hierarchy here is called the Universal Space Union, or the
USU. Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, you can request up to all 6, but really what I would do is the ones that you see as the most essential right now, because then after you get that, you won't, depending on what you do.
Well, the production bay is happening no matter what. That's because if I have the production bay, it's really hard for them to tell me no.
Yeah. So I'll mark that as selected.
Um,
I would say 4.
I'm gonna
4 would be a good
do single
option.
flight hanger.
Okay. That's 2 out of the 4.
Engineering bay.
All right. Keep in mind, what you choose as the last one will affect how certain things progress. So whatever you select out of the remaining 3, it will affect how other things progress.
I did production, flight hanger, engineering.
I mean, you can request 5 if you need to.
I'm gonna
Because you gotta think. Because you gotta think. You've got the bonus that you wrote up the report really well.
I have price.
Links is going to review it and improve it.
Yes.
And then you've got price pushing for it.
And then if
so really it's not a matter of quantity, it's a matter of which ones you choose.
making this a fucking telltale game.
Yeah. I mean, it's D&D. Choices matter.
I'm gonna go med bay, and I might as well just go for Minkle's lab.
Okay.
Because even if I don't get Minkle's lab, I can still use the production bay to make it. But I'm still not for sure if that's worth it, given the expansion to the engineering bay. Because she could do her experiments in the expansion. You know what? No, not Minkle's lab. No.
Well, keep in mind the engineering bay is going to be specifically expanding the reactor core and improving infrastructure to these new bays. So that's where it is. It's not going to give her more room for a lab. Okay. There's not a whole lot of room for laboratory stuff in engineering. Now, do also keep in mind that medbay is right next to the current warehouse in what was designated for the warehouse expansion. So that's why I'm saying it's incompatible. Because what that one was going to be is if you did the warehouse expansion, it was going to knock down the wall into that empty bay. That's all it was going to be.
Yeah, no, because this is where it gets interesting because.
And also keep in mind that medbay expansion, Huge Reg will not be able to go down into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another part of it because it's on a lower deck. Because the Huge Reg deck of things is in the very middle. It's mostly residential up above, and then it's mostly work stuff below.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly. I mean, there's other things scattered here and there, but...
You know what? Okay, cool. I'm going to do fighter hangar, single, production and engineering, and I'm going to give Kendra her warehouse expansion.
Laura.
And Laura.
Oh,
go.
Kendra. Okay.
Kendra the ensign, chief logistics. And then we'll go ahead and go for Minkle's lab.
Yeah.
I kind of want to add the caveat like this. I do feel that it's important, but I feel like that's something that we could also add later with the production bay.
Minkle's lab?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely can be. But also keep in mind that Laura is tri-specialty. So having a lab, a dedicated lab for her allows her to be more efficient across all 3.
That's where I'm like, I'm still gonna make the thing where it's more efficient and everything, but also if they say no when I go to tell, like if they tell her, they come back and they say no to the lab, I could tell Laura that they said no. However, with the advent of the production lab, we can make it happen, just not right at this second.
Gotcha.
So it's still it's still because the end of the day, I still want to make sure it gets done, but I would much rather. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
Right.
It's my shit.
So let me do some dice rolls here. So going off the template, that automatically bumps you up to an 18.
Okay.
That was the first dice roll.
Take that.
Links adds another 7 to it. Keep in mind this isn't just a straight 20.
Yeah.
And then Jackson's influence adds another 2.
Fuck. God damn it, Jackson.
That gets you up to a net 27, and I'm going to do it against 2 dice rolls. So got 27. I rolled a 26. I rolled a 15 and an 11.
Oh my god.
So they do get fully approved. You do have to head back to Earth for these retrofits, though.
Well, yeah, that is something that we have to go back because initially it has to be done. It makes sense.
Right. Well, there are other space stations, but and there are other options to do it, but because of how large the retrofits are, and because you don't fall under any other category, you kind of just have to go back to Earth for these ones.
I mean, that makes sense. Well, also,
it's not like the exterior repairs where that was just kind of done by Cashin's fist.
Yeah, this is well, no, because the Earth knows that we're powered, don't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. There's something that they don't know, and I don't remember what that is.
They don't So they haven't fully experienced power people. What the only things that are you talking about like the population of Earth?
Yeah.
Ghosts. They're not familiar with ghosts at all.
Okay. Which they really wouldn't comprehend. They wouldn't. The only thing that would potentially scare them is
I forget how many are left, but not many. It's like 2 or 3 are left.
Yeah, we haven't met them yet. Or I haven't met them.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we going to time skip to Earth?
Yeah, we're going to time skip to Earth.
And we were, I think.
Well, so on the time skip, what are you doing during the time skip? Because this will be very important for certain outcomes. Because it's going to take you about 2 months to get there.
So I think we have to we can't do a full time skip to Earth.
Why?
Because I have my commander test in a month.
Okay, so what are you doing during the time skip?
Well, I'm going to be studying for the whole month up until the commander test.
Right, I was going to time skip, and then if you mentioned it, then
I didn't forget about that bitch.
Hey, you might have. All right, so make 2 rolls.
2?
Yep.
First roll is a 9. Second roll's a 9.
I got an 18 total. First roll's 2.
So, Hunt Society, to give you a quick recap, I went for fighter hangar, production bay, engineering bay, warehouse expansion, and Minkle's lab.
Which Laura Minkle is like a super genius.
Yes. I rolled a 27 total. He rolled a 26, so I got all of them, and now we are currently on our way back to Earth to retrofit Quirk's Prestige. My ship.
And he just rolled to see if he will pass his commander's exam.
Oh, was that the pass my commander's exam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
They're not going to tell you the results in transit. You're not going to find out till the end of the 2 months at Earth.
I mean, that's fine.
What is this game system? Whatever the fuck I feel like at the moment. It's loosely based off a system that me and I joined in at the ass end of it, but my friends and I played in high school that is it's a complete homebrew system. It was made to be diceless and paperless originally, because we would play it on the marching band bus. I joined in towards the ass end of things. I do have a couple things and more that I think are in the official handbook. I can't say too much about it because one of the guys on, we call it the council of, us doing it, we're going to try and get it published. I played trumpet.
I was low brass.
You were sax.
Tenor sax, which is low brass.
Yes, I know, but still, you gotta reiterate.
I was low brass in high school. In college, I was
Alto.
no, there really would be a DCI band, but the best damn band in the land is not woodwind. It's brass only.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yes, I understand that sax is a woodwind, but it's a bass, so thusly part of at least tenor sax, bari sax, and whatever
bass sax.
Bari, and then there's
there's a bass and a contrabass.
Yes,
but I mean, you're really only going to see tenor and bari.
It is weird because it's totally it totally makes sense, and I got made fun of in high school for it, but I was the only tenor sax because if we had 4 and I was too loud. Like when I played alto sax in concert band, and I was either first chair or second chair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wicked. I actually taught myself the tenors.
But yeah, but I played some tenors.
My
at band.
My high school, we had
nice.
Generally you have like either 4 or 5 head tenors. Ours were 7 head. So we had the 4 barrels, 2 shots, and then a center shot. And that center shot, I mean, we ended up working into it for all of our ensembles, but it was mostly for our cadence because I think it's Georgia State and Kansas State. Both, they have the same, they have the same cadence.
Nice. 5th bass. Or maybe 6th or 4th, depending on how many basses you all had.
When I played for Ohio State's band, I played sousaphone.
5th usually. Nice. I at pep band for certain things I would do tenors, which we had 5 head tenors, 4 heads, and then 1 shot. And then for other things I would do 5th bass at pep band at my original high school. Now, fun fact: my freshman year, I was the only brass player. Period.
Damn.
We had a baritone holder, but I was the only brass player, and because of that, I actually played cornet instead of trumpet because it blended better with a majority woodwind. I'm actually originally from Louisville. Originally is where I was born, but I grew up in the town that I DM'd you about, where that bar is. So, yes, South Central, close to WKU.
My claim to fame.
Yeah, my one of my brothers grew up in Murray.
My claim to fame.
Racer band.
Sorry. You're fine. My claim to fame was I was 5th in line to dot the I of Ohio.
Nice.
Before I graduated. Like, literally, if I had to continue on after I graduated, if I didn't graduate when I did, I would have been 5th in line to dot the I at any Ohio State game.
Yeah, for real. The Racer band is incredible.
I mean, you always come for the band. Fuck the sports. Unless it's Ohio State.
when I originally attended University of Louisville, um, and so the 1 year that I marched with U of L was the first year that they had ever done an exhibition for a high school competition since becoming the marching cards instead of being the Red Rage. That's how they make more sports. It's what they want. So if you ever read I'm not sure if you ever saw the article, Hunt, but a few years ago, the University of Louisville bought all 30 of, I forget what brand they were, but all 30 of the trumpets that one of the overseas brands sent to the US that year. They bought all 30 of them. And then they bought 15 trombones, I want to say, and they had the Louisville Cardinal head engraved into the bells of all the trombones.
That's awesome.
And the donor that bought them all, whenever they were doing the showcase, the cases they originally came with, they were black and they were blue on the inside. And he was like, "This isn't going to work. We can't be blue. That's UK colors." And so they donated again to purchase new cases for all the trumpets.
All right.
I know we're going off topic.
Moving on.
So at the end of 2 months, you do get close to Earth, and
yeah,
they
you really
pull you
could.
in. Yeah, for real. I had people throw trash at me at the UK U of L football game that year at UK. And our band director was so like, "You're not allowed to make fun of them. Don't be making fun of them." And then at the start of the fourth quarter, it was like, because at halftime it was like 3-12, and at the start of the fourth quarter it was like 12-36. Like, and so whenever she's like, "Just let them have it. You all have endured enough." We were doing all kinds of shit. We were making fun of them so bad. And my freshman year, Lamar Jackson was still the quarterback at U of L, so that was fun getting to watch him play before he got drafted to the Ravens. Anyways, Lamar Jackson, he's now the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. Incredible quarterback. Won the Heisman Trophy that year, I think. Anyway, yeah, just incredible quarterback. He got drafted pretty quickly. Yeah.
That guy, the one with the face.
He actually lived across the hall from me at U of L too, which I didn't find out until close to the end of my time there. But anyways, back to the story. So you all pull into the dry dock, and then the council requests the presence of your entire bridge crew, including the ghost. They've approved for the ghost to come off ship.
How's he gonna come off ship?
He can leave that core.
Oh,
He's
okay.
only allowed to leave it with full council approval. It has to be a unanimous vote.
Okay. Hey, thank you for the lurk, buddy.
Hey, thank you, man.
And thank you again for the raid. That is fucking amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate it. So they do give full approval. So they want your full bridge crew, as well as Laura Minkle. Come down. Well, not full bridge crew. It's going to be you, Pact Card, Sprocket, Reg, both Regs, Minkle, and then yeah, I guess Lynx will be there too. So all 7 of you all. Because I mean, Tiny Reg is technically, and Alamar, so all 8 of you, because he is technically bridge crew as well.
Yes, he just doesn't have to do anything.
He's full ship liaison.
He's the commander of nothing.
Exactly. So they pull you all to the legitimate council chambers, not the hologram ones.
Oh, this is weird.
So they start off by giving Laura her promotions. So she is officially a captain of science, a captain of engineering, and then lieutenant in medical.
Captain,
She did.
Lieutenant.
Yep, she did. She did get 99th percentile in science as well.
Awesome.
So, and then passed her captain's exam for science. So she is Captain Lieutenant Minkle. Of course, Huge Reg is already a commander. Tiny Reg, they do bestow the rank of commander because he was unranked, basically. They do give him the rank of commander as well.
Okay.
They also give Huge Reg a Medal of Bravery for his efforts on the planet. And they also give a not the same caliber, but they also give a medal to Almar. And then
wouldn't I that doesn't make sense because the reason why they're even alive is Almar.
Right, but no, the reason they're alive is because Huge Reg pulled them all in.
I know, I get that of what he did, his sacrifice, but the only reason they lived on the planet. Thank you, Tammy.
Right. Thank you, Tammy. Even though I've been drinking stuff this whole time, I'm almost out of water. I drank like 60 ounces.
Yeah, I know. I'm having to like sip this because I have nothing else to drink.
Right. So they don't give the same one just because Alamar technically doesn't have any previous service record.
Okay.
And they don't consider his sacrifices great because just unfortunately the way the bureaucracy works, Alamar, Huge Reg. Like, they consider Huge Reg one of the biggest assets to the Space Union at this point.
I mean, he's definitely a big asset at 11,200 some odd pounds.
At 17'3" and 11,672 pounds of pure muscle.
Yes,
which I need to update.
That needs to be. We're not updating that right now. Stop. Oh, he got medal. They got a medal. What?
So he's actually 17'6" and 14,713 pounds of pure muscle. They give a similar medal to. It's basically Bronze Star, Silver Star.
Okay.
Because a lot of it was there's a big difference in fighting off wolves while the other two people versus, oh shit, we're all falling towards the planet. I'm gonna pull these two people in and take all of the
force.
Especially when they're in space and don't have helmets on.
Yes.
That's some pretty quick reaction time.
Yes.
So basically silver medal, bronze medal type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They also gave Sprocket his promotion to captain.
Awesome.
And Pax Card, he gets some medals for excellence in basically in training, from where he brought like immediately shifted over because of the power and from the improvements that he's made in his field. Then they get to you. And they kind of say, well, your commander's exam results are back. Unfortunately, you needed to be in the 80th percentile to pass. And you were in the 82nd percentile. So congratulations, Commander Quirk.
I was like, this is gonna go one of two ways. Either everyone's gonna be a fucking goddamn commander, and I'm gonna be a captain. This is gonna be all sorts of fucking awkward.
No, most people are captains,
except for it's
the Regs and Almar that are the commanders. They're the only other two commanders.
Yeah. You have the brother who was given commander. Just.
Well, you also got to think how much he does on the ship.
I mean, I understand. I'm just stating.
Baxter also, while he wasn't pulled down there, they do inform me that Baxter has been approved to take his captain's test.
Awesome.
To take it early.
I mean, based upon what he's done.
Because
yeah.
of his medical improvements and stuff
Yes.
like that. They also go and tell you that with the production bay, you are approved to do retrofits as you see fit. However, if you lose this ship, there will be dire consequences.
I mean, there's always consequences of losing a vessel. I don't plan on trying to lose a vessel.
They say, oh, we understand that. But keep in mind, your track record is 2 lost and you're on this 3rd one. Well, granted, they're not your fault. Well, they're not. You did great with Foggy's Lament and the Venture, which, I mean, the Venture you couldn't help. But given your track record, you've lost 2 ships out of the 3 you've been stationed on.
I mean, there was this... Thank you.
Again, it's all on paper. If someone runs the numbers, they're going to be like, he's been stationed on 3 ships in a week, and like 6 months after getting his first command, he lost that ship. I'm sorry, what?
Thank you, Smata.
Thank you, Smata. Damn it, I've already drank like 40 something ounces of water.
Oh.
They say, yes, there are dire consequences with everything, but because you're given free reign to upgrade your ship as you see fit, and you have the ability to make it what you need it to be, there's very little room for error there. If you lose that ship, you could potentially be looking at your career ending and
Sexy
going to
Ninja
jail.
ZA, thank you for the follow.
Hey, Sexy Ninja, thanks for joining in.
Welcome.
If I'm not mistaken, Ninja, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you are also part of Makey Hamster's Hawker's Craft server, right? Could be wrong. I think I'm right. While we wait, so they basically tell you, yeah, if you lose the ship, there's so little margin for error that it has to be something incredible for you to not end your career and spend the rest of your life in a Union prison. Hey, I was right. How are your projects in Hawker's Craft going? I think I buy food from you, maybe? I know I do something at your plot on Hawker's Craft. Do you have an experience farm? Might be that.
Do you have this? I don't know. Do you have this? I don't know what it is, but I know I did something.
If you have an experience farm, it's definitely the experience farm, because now that I think about it, I think I mostly get food at Widgets, because Widget gave me a shit ton of carrots, and I was like, oh look, free food. That's a way to get... If you feed them, they will come back, just like wild animals.
Kakarot. So, yes, thank you. Thank you, councilman and woman.
They do also state that you need to be very careful. They reiterate it that you need to be incredibly careful about Project Spirit Strider, because it looks like some of the civilian side of the Space Union, there may be some laws tightening the restrictions on artificial intelligence coming up soon.
Panda! Holy shit, Panda!
Hey,
good morning,
thanks for joining
sir.
in.
Holy fuck, my friend. It has been a hot minute since we have seen you.
Damn. Speaking of hot minute. Turn on my AC unit.
So I'm gonna ask, what sort of since mainly because I don't really get to see what's going on civilian side, what potentially is tightening up?
That we're not sure of. The official docket just says that in 6 months there's going to be a vote to revise the artificial intelligence laws, and we know that there are some parties that are pushing for them to be restricted more.
Okay.
Cave is almost done, and Fantasy Town still has a lot of work to do in mine. You're building a train of netherite? Yeah. Yes, so the rails are netherite, and the train itself is iron blocks. It's actually the engine from Snowpiercer. It was going well. I started wireframing the front of it, but then Bones can attest, I started staying up till like 4 in the morning my time almost every night doing school.
He did.
Yeah.
Speaking of Minecraft, I've been actually
and I
been
did my
meaning
capstone project.
there is a server that I think we should do a spaghetti and gaming server
Oh,
one on. And I have
like a
already
modded.
yes, I have already gotten permission from the owners of said server that it is okay.
Okay, cool. I'd be down for that.
Okay. You know who the owner is too.
Is it Tez?
Yes. Before I since I knew you wouldn't have an issue with it per se, but I wanted to be like, hey, is it okay if we do this, and then promote it?
Whatever happened to the modded server we were doing?
I still have a copy of it.
Okay, we should continue that sometime because we were about to do some cool magic stuff.
I mean, yes.
Fight demons.
Yes. So many ads. Hey, it makes us money, damn it.
Hey, that's all him.
Yeah, I need to change it. It is a little obnoxious. It's maxed out. I was curious. But I've just never...
Go middle of the road, man. We're not big enough to max out ads.
You know what? You know what you could do? There's this little subscribe button down there that's like right over there. Just happen to do it. And if you have Twitch Prime, it doesn't cost you anything. It's included in Twitch Prime. Now,
if you feel like we are worthy of your subscription, we
yes.
greatly appreciate it.
I'm
but
totally,
do not feel obligated.
yeah, you are not obligated to do anything. I'm being a shit. Do not take me seriously.
Yeah. But just know that literally every dime that we make off of Spaghetti Naked goes back into Spaghetti Naked right now. Games. We haven't done a giveaway.
My mind is thirsting for death.
Games.
7 of 8. Oh shit, he can't even hear this. Okay, let me. Where are you? Where are you?
I understand, Tammy.
Yep. No, yeah. This is the fact that you're here is enough.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good, bud. How have you been? Did you have a good
summer?
summer?
We're doing some Cosmo Voyage.
I don't know how to change that. I don't know. That's that.
But
I'll have to change that. You survived. Welcome back. So you missed, as you were saying this, you missed what I said. I was like, what happened in the last 3 months? I shaved my head pretty much every other day.
I've lost like 30 pounds.
I got laid off from my job.
He owes me money.
Well, I owe him money. A game. I got a job today.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
Excellent. I'll get my second copy of Hogwarts Legacy City.
Oh, shit.
That is another thing all of you all can look forward to, is if any of you all are Harry Potter fans, the week it comes out, it actually, with the deluxe edition, we'll get early access for that Tuesday. I did confirm, and it does unlock on the 6th, which is a Tuesday. So we'll be doing a stream for your Hogwarts Legacy on that Tuesday and Thursday. He'll be doing PC, I'll be doing PlayStation, and we'll kind of see what some of those differences are.
Yep. Well, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday there, bud. You're now an adult.
Now I can flirt with you more. Legally.
and got a stalker. I mean, you had one. He was right here. You just didn't know it. Thank you.
No, if anything, I'm stalking Gitfo.
I just love fucking with Gitfo. He's awesome. Another shout out to Gitfo. He is amazing. He's another amazing content creator.
Me and Bones were actually talking this morning. I reprogrammed a new head unit for my Camaro because they're all VIN locked, and if you ever start it up without it being programmed properly, it'll permanently brick. And so I used this EEP ROM clip to rewrite my VIN number to it, and it works.
Yeah. I got pictures. Can't confirm it works. That's awesome. But yeah, what I was saying was what you could do to make sure that you don't. Oh, that's no fun. Their loss. That's all that matters. It
is their loss. You're a good guy, Panda.
Yes. But what I was saying, since you couldn't hear me due to the ads, you just so happen to click the subscribe button down there in the bottom right. If you have the Twitch Prime, it's included. You get one a month. Now, with that being said, I am not saying that you should subscribe to us because it is your money. You do with it what you please. But you also did not hear Sibs say that any money that is given to us in the form of biddies, in the form of direct numbers, that is okay. Anything that is given to us is directly pushed back into the channel. So any games that we play is all bought with any payouts from that. Other than I owe him a copy of Harry Potter because he bought me Saints Row. So, but yeah, that's as of right now. That's how we're funding everything because
everything has gone into. I think we bought a software for the channel.
Yes, domain software.
Well, no, domains have come out of my wallet. Well, the first time I did it.
Yeah.
And then
Hunt Society.
The second one did too, but I paid myself back with the Spaghetti Naked account. So that our domain website, our website domain spaghettinaked.store goes for that. Any games that if we ever buy games with it, we play it on the channel. We've done giveaways with the account in the past. We haven't done a giveaway in a while.
You can if you're watching on mobile, yes. Yeah, we're not in the bits program anymore.
I
have as much money in my bank account as you have hair on your head. Well, I mean, technically the beard is on my head, so because that does actually start at my neck, so you gotta have at least some because this is all here.
Let's see, what else has it done? The only thing that hasn't quote unquote directly gone to it is we made a decent sized donation to the guy that made the Slime Rancher multiplayer mod.
Yes.
So we even though it is available for free, we did donate to him.
Yes.
So that's technically the only thing that didn't necessarily contribute to the channel.
Yep. And if you are interested in the Slime Rancher multiplayer mod, please do go donate to Salty. It is Sadie. Sorry, Sadie.
She works very hard, and she made an announcement that she has as many people currently playing the mod as people that have donated in the last 5 years.
Yeah. So,
and that was really discouraging for her.
Again, not telling you have to. We did because we're benefiting from it, and we want to give thanks to the person who did that. They put their time, effort, and energy into that. That's it. That's all we got to say about that.
And I'll probably make a personal donation again at some point.
That being said, I'm a commander, bitch. I got promoted.
You did get promoted.
Go to the bar.
Which bar are you going to?
I want to go to the Twin Peaks Valley Bar and Grill.
Nightclub?
Nightclub. Yep.
Strip club.
I want to go
Peaks
back.
Valley Strip Club.
I want to go back to my old job.
They like almost immediately recognize you because you were a bouncer there.
Yes.
For years, actually, and they're like, "Hey, you're that fuck who almost got thrown in jail because you injured a naval officer when throwing him out."
Yep, and now I'm a commander in the Space Union.
Congrats.
Thank you. I have my own ship.
Pay as well.
I got laid off. I'm more than happy to talk about this. I got laid off from Carvana due to a corporate restructure. 2,500 of us were let off via a pre-recorded Zoom meeting. You want to know anything more about it? Google it. That's all I'm going to say.
They were like, "Oh, it probably doesn't pay as much because clearly that ship cost you an arm and a couple legs."
And so you say that. So this arm, fake. These legs, fake.
Well, they can tell.
I thought I had skin on it.
you're wearing the exoskeleton over the one real arm, so they kind of figured.
Oh, okay.
Also, your legs and arm were a little bit under real gravity.
Oh, okay.
They can tell.
Okay.
Also, metal detectors, motherfucker. It's a
Uh,
high end strip club
true. Good point. Touche. In Metropolitans.
in Metropolitans at the Twin Peaks Valley Strip Club, otherwise known as the Cleavage Strip Club.
Did I write about it in your? No, I did not. I can't. I could not put things eloquently enough to speak nicely about it, so I am
But
not.
so they ask you what your. They're like, all right, what's your poison?
You know what? I'm gonna roll for it. I just happen to have a dice here in my hand.
All right.
So, chat, give me 4 liquors.
Speaking of liquor, I've had this bottle since like 3 days before I decided to go on my diet.
Is it?
Bacardi
Oh,
coconut rum.
Bacardi. Oh, okay. Shout out to EGB's blog. So yes, 4
Oh, that caught me a
alcohols.
bit by
List them.
surprise. I haven't drank in over a month and a half.
Yep. So, how they come 4. It's gonna be 1 to 5 is, or yeah, 1 to 5 is one of them. 6 to 10, 11 to 15, and then
16 to 20.
20. I will give it a minute or 2 minutes. It's 11:46
I'll
now.
decide what it is.
Yes. Shit, pass me some drink. I mean, you were definitely closer to him than I am.
All I've got right now is rum that I can't fucking drink on my diet. So that was good.
So I guess one of them's Bacardi rum. So now we need 3 more. My call comes in tomorrow.
Nice. All right.
I bought an expensive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your dice.
I hate you.
What'd you get?
What do you think?
A 1?
Yes.
They give you. So you basically said, all right, surprise me. They give you 2 shots, shot and a chaser, shot of tequila, shot of hot sauce.
It wouldn't be that bad. What kind of tequila?
Not good.
Well, Cuervo probably.
Worse.
I mean, you can't really get much worse, but still. All right.
No, it's called like Tijuana dumpster juice.
It's the runoff from Cuervo.
Well, it's just like me and some of my friends we call Kentucky Gentlemen, which is like the cheapest. We call it Kentucky Parking Lot.
Actually, speaking of alcohol,
We need to stop derailing. Onward to the role play, since we have like 45 minutes.
I have I ordered a bottle of Blanton's single barrel bourbon.
Oh, my dad has like 4 bottles downstairs.
I had some the other day, and oh my sweet mother of Jesus, was it good?
I think my dad is missing the N and one of the N's and maybe the L. Because the toppers have a horseshoe with one of the letters in them.
Mm-hmm.
There's two different ends.
Ah. Stop railroading the game.
I'm not railroading. Said we got to get on with the role playing.
Yeah. I ordered it like 6.5 months ago.
Yeah.
It was
So my dad's in
$485.
local. My dad. Wow. I think the most my dad's paid for a bottle of Bland's is like $80.
Yeah.
My dad actually has a bottle of Rip Van Winkle.
Damn. Nice. Yeah, no, it was like they were basically
Hey,
I had
thanks for
like
joining in, Little Angel. We appreciate it.
I think it's more about the whole railroading. About how we've been getting distracted.
Yeah. On to the role play.
Yes. That's on track. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep us on track in the game.
So yeah, go ahead and I take my
get your
shots.
Tijuana dumpster juice.
Followed by what kind of hot sauce?
Cheap.
Oh, so like cayenne, just basically standard cayenne pepper. Okay.
It makes Tabasco look hot, top shelf.
Okay.
It's not great.
So yeah, I take it.
It's not hot sauce for flavor. It's hot sauce for being hot, and even then,
it's just not. Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
So okay, so yeah, I take it, and since I'm not a bitch, it stays down.
Does it though?
I rolled a 20, so fuck off.
I rolled a 25 on my 25-sided die. No, okay, yeah, it stays down, no problem. How long are you going to stay at the Twin Peaks Valley Strip Club, the TPV Strip Club?
A few hours. I just really wanted to see how everything was going, and I have people that are recognizing me coming to say hey. And then just
fun fact, that naval officer is actually the bouncer now.
Yeah, why is we're supposed to re-roll the dice? It's too late. We're too far gone. You got to be quicker about that shit.
He's the bouncer now because he decided to retire about a year and a half ago, and this was his favorite place to visit on shore leave, so he just decided to become a bouncer here. So it's pretty funny that you were the bouncer, now you're in the Space Union Navy. He was in the Space Union Navy, now he's a bouncer.
I'd walk up to him and be like, so you want to hit me so we can see if we can get you court-martialed? Do you want to... Can I show you the world?
You want back in? Then he just goes, look, man, no hard feelings, hopefully. In all honesty, I deserved it. But, I mean, I'm sure you know, just like... Which, actually, this is a legitimate thing. And
good night, Tammy. Thank you for joining.
This is actually a legitimate thing in the United States. If a bar fight is started not by an active service member, not that specifically has to be started by the other party, and they injure an active service member bad enough, they can get charged with destruction of government property.
You do anything to someone who's on active duty papers, and you have to answer to the federal government because you are no longer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but it mostly comes up in bar fights.
It's well, it's actually kind of funny. So, I happen to have to
sorry, but the reason why I mentioned that is because if the service member is the one that actually starts it, the other person doesn't get charged. The service member gets charged.
Yeah, because you're federal property.
Yep.
Then no, there's not 50 seconds of stream delay. Or if it is, that's on you, because it's not that late for me on my phone because I can hear myself.
Yeah.
And it's about like a 3 or 4 second delay for me.
Yeah, it's not bad. But so anyways.
But as I'm saying, hold on.
Okay.
Speaking of the whole thing, so I picked up a buddy of mine from the airport, and he had to be at his where he reports to in Columbus in 35 minutes. Like literally paperwork as soon as, so that gives you free ride to do any speed. I got pulled over. I'm listening. I can hear I physically have the stream up on my phone.
All right, I can see what it is on desktop. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been 2 seconds since he lifted the phone on Discord, so it's some
Yeah.
the desktop stream right there.
Yeah. So
On you, bud. Anyways, you got pulled over.
So yeah, I got pulled over, and they're like, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, yeah, I have federal property that's being transported to Cincinnati. Here's papers. And officers read it and then like looked at it and then like asked something in code and then turned white, handed papers, and said, have a good day.
Were you in the RX-7?
No, I was in my Jeep.
Let me speed in a brick.
I mean, well, that just happened to be the vehicle I grabbed.
Let's be honest, because it's a Wrangler, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're speeding in a Wrangler, once you hit like triple digits, you just watch the gas gauge go.
Yes.
Like you can watch it.
Yes. It also doesn't feel. I only got my Jeep above.
Terrible.
I got my Jeep above 100 once, and I did not like it. It was basically like ice. It felt like it was just skating all over the place. Granted, it really wasn't. But
and it's
felt.
bumpy. Like the suspension cannot handle the speeds.
Oh.
And my
the Rex is doing good.
Like in my.
By the way, to answer your question.
Anyway.
I need to go. I keep forgetting to.
Yeah, rules are different around because the people are no longer people; they're property.
Yes.
While
I'm transporting property, and whatever vehicle that they are sitting in becomes federal property, and they are no longer subject to state transportation laws.
This is nice.
Yes, which is why you see convoys doing like 90 on the highway.
Yeah.
And there's not jack all that you can do about it. And if
until you get on base.
Yes. Yeah.
Then they can.
Because it's more of they have if you see a convoy and you merge into the convoy, even if there's room, they have the explicit authority to pit maneuver you off the road.
Yeah.
Refuse to get out of the way. Like they own the road.
Sure do.
But yes.
Anyway.
So yeah, talking to it's like, yeah. No, I'm just totally just giving you shit because that's how it is. But in all honesty, I'm glad you did it. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, short of losing 3 limbs.
Yes. Yeah, I've been keeping up with your career quite a bit. Because kind of wanted to see how the career that I don't want to say made was going.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have my own ship. I'm ship of a crew of 700. We're a space vessel, and I mean, which again, you said you were following it to sea. I attribute everything.
He just says, I can only see so much because it is technically a Black Ops project.
Black Ops?
Little bit. Finer details are Black Ops. He goes, I just know that you're on the Travago, and that it's been named Quirk's Prestige, and that you're a science vessel. Don't get to see who your command is. Don't get to see what the specifics are, or anything like that. Just that it's a science vessel.
Oh, I mean, I don't really know much to say other than that. We're here.
You don't interact with the civilian world hardly, so.
Yeah, this is my first time being on Earth in
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Like I'm thinking, like, how long is it? Yeah, 6 years. So yeah, even last time when I came back to Earth, I was still in orbit because the ship was getting repaired. Like there was shipping done.
That actually was not done at Earth.
No, we had to come back for Earth or something beforehand. Before. No, this is before falling on the planet.
Right, before falling on the planet. The Venture was not remade into the Hertz at Earth.
Oh.
It was at a space station closer to LaGuardia.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Either way. Because I know we had to come back for Earth for something, but I can't remember what it was for. It was in season 1. I don't remember.
It was in the same solar system, but it wasn't actually at Earth.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
It was in the same solar system, but no, this is your first time back to Earth since you've been in the Union because Travaga was just kind of shipped close to Bulgaria actually, because when Hertz was destroyed.
That's right. Okay. Either way, yeah, I'm here
Yeah.
because it's ships currently up in orbit getting retrofitted. I would say, hey, do you want to come take a look at the ship? But I don't think you can set foot on the ship.
He goes, I could probably pull strings into it. And he goes, but once I step foot on a ship, I'm not going to want to step foot off of it.
I can understand that. So, I mean, if you ever want to come on board, you ever want to come out of retirement.
He goes, oh, I plan on it. Without getting into too much detail, I have to wait.
Alrighty, well, I mean, Little Angels, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I mean, yeah, no, you have Bebe, so take care of that Bebe.
Take care of the baby. He goes, yeah, I'll try and take you up on that sometime. Maybe next time you all are near Earth, or if I get back into space and we cross paths.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you do next? You're there for a few hours, talked to the bouncer, had a few shitty ass drinks.
Shitty ass, yes, definitely shitty ass drinks. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I just want to go walk around. Take like 20 minutes to go walk around Metropotets. It's my first time back in 6 years. Just kind of want to take in scenery. Just reliving the.
You are in uniform, by the way, just so you're aware.
I understand that.
Okay, just making sure.
I can defend myself because
I know you can.
I'm not concerned about my personal well-being. I guess that's the best way to
I'm
put
just
it.
telling you, like, you're in uniform, so like you gotta kind of watch what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, as far as like walking around is like reminiscing, enjoying the memory of being
Metropotets.
Yeah, Metropotets.
Since you lived there for like 8 years. No, you'd only been there a couple of years actually.
Yep.
You're still fairly young.
Yeah, I don't want to go down to Earth, like Earth side, like back to Iowa.
Yeah.
That takes too much time, effort, and energy for me to care about.
Right.
And there's nothing for me there anyways. So yeah, 20 minutes go by and I'm just.
You see a couple of the restaurants that you used to go to have closed and gone to certain other things. Just things change. Same old Metropotets.
Yep. And so yeah, from there, it's ready to go back.
Yeah. The refit was only expected to take about 6 hours, so you get up there around the time that it's being completed.
Yeah. And so first thing I'm gonna go look at the production bay.
The production bay is basically like, it's got like overhead cranes with like storage containers. It's got specialized transports, all kinds of like EVA suits. It's got specialized ships that are specifically for like welding, cutting, things like that. Like you basically got your own shipyard.
Basically like a machine
you
shop.
You got a baby shipyard there.
Nice.
Your ship.
I'm gonna go look at engineering.
So engineering, the refit is done, but you can see the engineers are hard at work, moving things around, getting things a bit more. You actually have 2 cores now, one on each side.
Okay.
The new one is significantly smaller. About 35 to 40% the size of the first one.
Okay.
Um, but it is there mostly as like a backup or a jump start for the first one.
Well, I was gonna say I see Sprocket, and I was gonna flag him down and ask him a quick question about the reactor.
Okay.
So, hey, Sprocket, got a question. I'm just first time back on the ship and just looking it over everything. Why is
Yes,
that one
Commander.
smaller?
So that one is an auxiliary reactor. They deemed us necessary with some of these retrofits to get an auxiliary reactor. Um, Technically, it's our second one. We've got one that's about 10% of the size of that smaller one, um, in the ghost bunker.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's what she
but we
said.
um, So we were approved to get an official auxiliary one. It's mostly there for if power demand exceeds what the main reactor can do, or heaven forbid something happen to the main reactor, just base systems. Um, or if for whatever reason we need to take the main reactor offline, then we can jumpstart the
Oh,
main
okay.
reactor.
Well, I thought maybe because of advances in technology, it's the same thing, just smaller. But
No, no.
damn. No, I could hope.
Granted, it is about 35% of the size, but it's about 55 to 60% of the output.
Oh, okay. So it's we
So it is a
couldn't.
little bit more advanced, but it's not. But that just has to do with the larger the reactor. Yes, the more it can put out, but the less efficient it is.
Okay, neat, awesome. Well, go about it. I just wanted a quick question because I wanted some information about what was going on.
You do see the auxiliary reactor is actually not currently running. They're still like getting it integrated into everything on like the engineering stuff. Running the circuits. The engineering deck is like huge now. Like,
Sprawling.
he does say, yeah, we're looking at about 2-3 months before we end up getting a re-up on crew members.
So no,
We've
you can.
we've gotten approved to get our crew size up to about 900.
Oh, okay, awesome. More
Yeah,
people for me to meet. Awesome.
just because of the the shuttle, the production bay, larger engineering,
Mm-hmm.
bigger warehouse, everything like that. We've been approved for a larger crew size, so you can expect them to come in the next few weeks. Once we get closer to Bulgaria, there will be some more people joining us.
Awesome. It's a bomb, so you could jettison. Viewers are fond of doing. I did
Keep in
that as a
mind,
last ditch effort to save the crew. Thank you.
he did.
It was a
You
timed and planned out maneuver.
you do know that the Travaga was built with a crew size of about 2,000 in mind. Just different bays being empty and stuff like that for future expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's not very many mod bays, but there were plenty of dormant um, quarters, which
Okay.
most quarters are pretty small.
And I mean, since we're here, yeah, no, that's awesome. I can't wait to have to pull more people on. It's gonna be great. Um, go check out the expansion, the warehouse expansion, how that went, because I know that was the easiest.
Yeah. You go down there and you see Jensen and Fisher looking at like a big document together. Um, Fisher actually has been promoted to lieutenant since the last time you saw him.
Awesome.
And so you see them looking at a document and like looking at like the new, basically shelves and like container pods, everything like that, and doing organizational stuff together. So
Okay.
you see them working on stuff together.
I'm
You see that whenever they did the expansion, they actually put a second office next to Jensen's for Fisher.
good man. He has his own
Smaller,
office now.
smaller, and
Oh,
there is like a separator window that like they can open it up and like
yell at each
Or
other.
communicate.
The
Yeah.
fuck are you doing over there?
So, and you can tell they're scrambling because holy shit, this warehouse is twice the size and we don't have twice the people.
But it'll be there. And then
and it's also still a mess from whenever everything happened on planet. Like they're still organizing all that stuff.
so how close to the production bay is the flight hangar?
The flight hangar to the production bay,
Yes.
opposite sides.
Oh, okay, cool.
So like the production bay is um, more towards the back on the if you're looking towards the front, the right side. The flight deck is towards the front, and it's actually connected right to the end of the warehouse. Like that
okay.
second unit, it has a shared wall there, and it's on the left side.
Okay, because I was just thinking of how 'cause we're gonna be producing the ships, the fighters in the production bay because it's a mini shipyard. And
Mhm.
how do they get from shipyard to the production bay to the so that works. Okay.
They'll actually be built in the fighter hangar because they've taken a little bit of Malloy's comments into it.
Okay.
They just put on bare bones fighters that were incomplete. So
Oh,
you've got 25 fighters in there.
okay.
But they're bare bones. Like they
They're
don't
not.
have
They still need to be.
they're shells. They don't have any of the systems in them. None of the ailerons, reactors, anything.
Okay, but that takes a lot of the brunt work out of it.
Yes.
So we just produce it, strap it together, and
Correct.
power it up, and call it a day.
Correct. And there is a machine shop in the fighter hangar.
Okay.
Because
Awesome.
remember when I said that it could support up to 35? Well, they approved you all for 25, but having a machine shop in the fighter hangar, so it has its own smaller machine shop where things can be rapid prototypes there.
Okay.
Yeah, the production bay is all super large scale stuff, so it's like capital ship size production stuff. So like, it would just be way too difficult to try and manufacture the fighter ships there.
Okay.
Basically, you know, Space Engineer, how you have the large ship size and the small ship size. Fighters are the small ship size. The production bay is the large ship size.
Okay. Okay.
So like, firing the welding torch on one of the fighters would melt the fighter.
Hey, look, you have a pile of goo.
Yeah. There's still some more stuff that needs to be worked out. Like, once they get more crude, they'll look at promoting some people around, but into different specs. But right now, the ship's having to run as it was.
And we didn't go for the med bay.
No.
So yeah, Laura has to be in our lab. Oh wait, no, let's go look at Laura's lab because she hasn't seen it yet.
Oh no, sorry. The fighter hangar is. I had it backwards on the thing. The fighter bay would not have allowed the warehouse expansion, and the med bay would not have allowed for the engineering bay. So I had those backwards, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
So where did you say you're going?
I'm gonna go look at Minkle's lab. I know
Minkle's lab.
She can't. She's still in recovery. Actually, no, she would
No,
not be
she's
in
not
recovery anymore because it's been 2 months.
Yep. So she is actually hard at work there by herself because it is her lab. But using her exoskeleton to move things around, you see some. It's not huge. It's slightly smaller than the original engineering, but so it's actually above the engineering deck.
Okay.
And yeah, it's actually right next to the med bay, like the normal med bay. That's why.
She basically has access. Well, since she's triple.
I'll have to come up with the design, but no, medbay was incompatible with engineering. Minkle's lab didn't have any problems with that. It's right underneath that deck and underneath the engineering bay.
Okay.
Sorry, had that backwards.
So yeah, I'm gonna distract her for a minute. I want to ask her what she's doing.
She goes, well, I'm setting up a bunch of basically different testing stations, setting up some rapid prototyping stations. I know we've got the fabricators, but basically setting up some CNC, laser cutters, things like that for when I need something just a little bit more precise or need to fine tune something and don't want to waste power. Because I'm already going to be drawing enough power as it is.
Okay.
And I'm limited to those confines, so the CNCs, the laser cutters, things like that require less power than the fabricator. She's got like different 3D printers.
So I know you probably know this already, but it might be worth bringing to your attention. If you're having stuff that may need to be adjusted minutely, if you don't want to worry about ship's power, go talk to Lieutenant Henry Kogan, because he's powered for metal and he can modify stuff for you.
Powered with electricity, not metal. And that's Holly.
I am looking at your message that you sent on the 4th.
Oh, you're talking about Kogan for metal. I thought you were talking about Lieutenant Holly, who's powered with electricity. Because you mentioned power.
Yeah. No, since she's thinking of being cognizant of the power she's using.
Yeah. That's why I thought you were talking about Holly, not Kogan.
No, I was thinking since I'm being smart and remembering that I have crew members that have the ability to manipulate metal explicitly, and since it's in engineering and he's in engineering
underneath engineering, there's actually a short elevator that goes between the two.
Literally, boop, modify it, and then you could literally.
She goes, I plan on working very closely with Kogan and Holly.
Yeah, ooh, that would be a good one too because of the electric. You could, okay, awesome, yeah. I mean, again, you probably knew, but it was like I just met them, so they're like on top of mind. So,
and even Alamar, if you'll approve it, I'll be taking him off your hands quite a bit.
I mean, he's a liaison for the ship. He doesn't really have a thing he has to report to yet. I'm sure now that we've expanded into everything, some of that's gonna change. But I mean, he's bridge crew, but he doesn't have a bridge responsibility.
Right. Well, I figured it might be useful since he's got dual powers in fire and machine. He may come in handy quite a bit too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's one of the only people on the ship that's dual powered.
Kind of ridiculous when you think about it.
The only one that's not a ghost, actually.
Kind of ridiculous. I mean, Alamar's a badass. I'm glad that he's a good guy and you turned him into a good guy.
He was originally going to be a bad guy.
I know he was.
You were hitting it too hard, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm like,
Hey, I adjusted pretty quick.
You did. I will. You did good.
Yeah. She goes, I'll probably be working a lot with Alamar since he's liaison. He doesn't really do much. It might interest him. I mean, give him something a bit more active to do on the ship. Because you are aware, since you've seen the rosters and stuff now, he's staying shipwide liaison.
Hey, welcome, Natsu.
Hey, Natsu.
Your phone died. Hey, it's all good, bud. We're here.
Hey,
and we're happy you're here. Absolutely.
We are. We're very happy you're here, Natsu. Natsu.
Natsu 5280 in.
To the nth power.
Yes.
But yeah, you know that Alamar is staying full liaison.
So they're not going to give him a specialization?
No, he's staying full ship liaison.
So he's basically just the ship bitch.
Basically.
Okay.
He's basically jack of all trades.
Yeah. Well, because it's really hard to do something because he he doesn't have anything because everything he's weird. It's okay though,
Yeah.
but he's weird.
Knowledge of all, master of none.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Right,
And
Gabe.
she was like, well, his machine and fire abilities could come in handy down here with some of my testing.
Yeah, no, I can wholeheartedly understand that. So have you had
Okay.
any headway on the teleportation project?
I've got some theories. Nothing's come to fruition yet. I almost had a stable portal, but I mean, I was working on such a tiny scale. The easiest thing now that I've got this full-size lab will be making it large and then optimizing from there.
Okay, awesome, cool. Yeah, no,
Because
I'm
just like with our reactors, can get a lot more power in a large one, but they're more efficient when they're smaller. But you got to make the big one before you can make it smaller.
absolutely, yeah, because you can't. How are you going to troubleshoot it if not?
Exactly.
Yep, no, that makes sense. Okay, well, hey, we're getting ready to head out. I'm just kind of checking in to see how everything, and you're happy with how it was laid out and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything. You see, like, she's got all sorts of shit on her exosuit, by the way, like welders, torches, mini fabricator, all sorts of shit. She's got a little computer there, so like she can pull it out, do calculations and things like that. She's got power connectors built into it so that she can actually jack into the ship and, well, not into the ship, but into ports around
Yeah.
the ship and do diagnostics and stuff like that. Now
I
that
see.
they've gotten through the customization phase.
Yeah, so I see you've adjusted to your mech suit fairly well.
As well, my options were learn or be a potato.
I mean, I get that,
So
but
I hit the
it's
ground running.
clearly.
Plus, you know how little I sleep. That gives me plenty of time to learn.
Yes, yes, your 20-hour days are ridiculous. But you know what? It works for you, so I'm not going to complain.
Fair enough, Commander.
Yeah. And congratulations on your promotion too, Captain.
Thank you.
Welcome. So when are you going to make that other lieutenant a captain?
I gotta wait the full time because I didn't get 99th percentile.
That's the hey. Good
Or
job. Like
95th percentile, sorry. Got 92nd percentile, so I do have to wait the 3 years.
But you know what?
I'm not passionate about medical science.
Yeah. You got the ones you wanted, and you aced the engineering one. So
Exactly. And also begs the question that once we get our new crew members, you're gonna have to do some restructuring.
oh yeah, I know. I already was briefed, well, slightly briefed on the fact that we're going to be adding roughly 240 more individuals when we get to
No, I mean the fact that you have 2 captains in engineering.
oh yeah, yes. Yes, that's something that we'll figure out and we'll have to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
But I will let you get back to it. I just wanted to touch base and see how everything was.
Appreciate it, Captain. You see, like, someone wheeling in her filing cabinet that was by her bedside.
Captain, what?
Commander, you're captain of the ship.
All right, have fun. And so yeah, I guess at this point in time, I've explored everything that's been fighter production, warehouse, everything looks like it. Other than frantically doing things because we're slightly understaffed, everything looks like it's ready to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to bridge.
Yep. You're gonna set a course, I'm assuming.
I mean, we already have a course laid out for us. We have to go pick up our next crew, our new crew.
Right, that's going to be closer to Bulgaria, but since you are exploration and science, you can take whatever route you want to. You just know that you have to rendezvous at the outpost closest to Bulgaria.
What direction is Bulgaria from where we're at currently?
It's that way. I don't fucking know.
You're the DM.
I haven't made a star map yet. Shut up.
Black alert. What?
Anyways. I mean, like, it's not off course from where you all were before. But it's not on course either. It's like a little pit stop off the interstate.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we'll go ahead in the general direction of Bulgaria.
All right. It's going to take you about 2 months to get there.
Yeah.
Roughly.
What am I going to do? Or what is the ship going to do?
I imagine most of a lot of the crew will be busy with restructuring things.
Yeah.
Well understood.
Oh, well, but I guess first thing I want to do is I want to go check on Palmer. Totally did not check on Palmer before we left.
Palmer. So Palmer is, as you know, in security.
Yes.
He's adjusting to his mech suit. He's got a big exosuit, like bulky, like the shoulders are like by his head.
Spice Marine.
Basically, yeah, he looks kind of like a stripped down Space Marine.
Space Marine. I don't know why. I love saying
he kind of looks
Space
like
Marine.
he kind of looks like
that.
he kind of looks like Atlas from Portal 2. So,
Space Marine.
Space Marine. But yeah, he's actually in the security office right now. He's filling out reports, helping with new, like, he's basically helping with some of the logistics of, oh shit, yeah, things are about to expand and we don't have enough crews, so they're getting several people together with patrol scheduling. They're like, all right, how well can you adjust to this shit? How well can you adjust to this? And then trying to reroute people, like, okay, well, we've got these new routes. You're closest to this route. You were on this route previously. Blah blah blah. They're going through a major overhaul of the security patrols.
Do I? You know what? I'm still. Yeah, I want to grab his attention for just a minute.
Hey, what can I do for you, Commander?
Hey, Palmer. Really just checking in, making sure you're doing okay. I really haven't got to see you post your surgery. Sorry about that. Everything's been kind of busy.
Hey, you've been busy taking Commander's exam, prepping different things for the refit and stuff like that. It's fine. I understand. You're a busy guy.
You started the stopwatch. Oh, 3 minutes left. I see that. Yeah, no, I mean, because I know you were when we had the festivities, you were feeling kind of down and everything, and it was due to, you know, the drugs. And I really just wanted to make sure that you were doing okay, because I didn't want it to be anything other than that.
Yeah, no. They had me on some pretty heavy medication. Actually, Spores had to help me a lot because I had some complication post-op.
Oh, okay.
So they actually did have to go in
and bless you. Bless you.
They had to go in and they had to readjust some stuff with my brain and with the chip. So I actually had to undergo the surgery and the integration process twice.
Oh man, that must have been rough.
Yeah. There was a pretty bad infection near the brainstem, so
I'm glad they got it fixed. That's kind of important.
Yeah, I mean,
little importante.
Yeah, Sproles picked it up very quickly, or not Sproles, Spores picked it up very quickly, and then Baxter and Huge Reg were very quick about once they got me to a stable state, getting me into surgery and redoing things how they needed to be done. Removing infection and things like that.
Nice. So yeah, because I remember Spores was talking to me about how he wanted to be kind of more post-operative care. and it sounds like that's kind of settled in for him fairly well.
Yeah. I can tell you now that he's incredible at post-op just from my personal experience because I mean there's been 6 other people to get mech suits since then.
Awesome. What? I mean,
So
that's awesome.
again, things did slow down quite a bit, but also that has to do with scheduling of crew and stuff like that. So there have been 6 others. I don't know how quickly they would have. I don't know how quickly they would have caught it if it hadn't been for spores.
Awesome. Well, I will remember that. Thank you. Well, I can see that you're busy and you need to get a whole bunch of shit done, man. I'll let you get back to it because there's a whole lot more ship you got to patrol.
Absolutely, and we also have to move resources to the fighter bay as well, like move inventory there and stuff.
Yep. Well, thankfully, here within a couple of months, we're gonna have an influx of 240 more people.
No, 148.
140, either 148. Apologies. Gonna have an influx of new crew members, so that should help alleviate a lot of concern for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear that a decent bit of it's going to be security as well.
Yep.
Of course, a lot of that has to do because we've got a fighter ship squadron, so we'll need at least 3 pilots per, so that gives us at least 75.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great
Or
addition
no,
for the ship.
two pilots per plus a couple of extras, so it'll be a little over 50.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, since we have 25 fighters total.
Yeah, I think it's like 55 of them are going to be security.
Nice.
Because some of our security are going to be transferring over there as fighter pilots. So I think we recruit for 55 of them to be security, something like that.
Awesome.
We'll find out more details. They gave us ranges.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see when we get there. It'll be a couple of months now. Well, hey man, if you need anything, holler at me. You know how to get a hold of me. I look forward to I can't wait to see all these new people and to see how well the new ship works out. Well, the new additions.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll catch you later.
Yep. Thank you, Commander.
Right. And so yeah, from there, I mean, actually it's a great time to call it.
Yes, it is. Let's see who is streaming.
Yes. Whose do we have?
It helps if I pull up the Spaghetti and Naked instance of Chrome and not my school instance.
Yes. So I see the bearded fool.
Yeah, let's raid the Bearded Fool. We need to take some people off the raid list. Nothing against them, but not really our meshing.
The bearded fool. And of course, as always, YouTube, fucking love you. It's the 7th of October. You're amazing.
And you should join us live.
Just join us live. Follow the links. Join us live. Subscribe. Hit the button. And then when you're watching this, scratch the like. Hit the subscribe button and smash that like button because we love you for it. So thank you.
And punch that bell.
Yes. Because you'll get notified when like 85 of them get uploaded at once.
Yeah.
Hey, Smata, you grabbed the same one each time. You gotta...
No, I posted that one first.
Oh. Smata, you grabbed the wrong one. Bad bot.
Yeah.
So with that being said, bye everybody. Sib, say bye.
Bye, Sib.
All right. And the rest of you, please abide by the Bearded Fool's rules and everything else. And okay, fine. God damn it. Let me go grab.
I got it.
4 minutes, 28 seconds, 0.29. You know what? I live in the Midwest. When I say a minute, I totally mean a few. So shut up.
He's a woman. A minute means 3 hours. That's not fair to say. He's an indecisive woman.
I gotta unraid because we're not ready.
We need to get those commands set up.
Yeah, well, it's more grabbing the.
Where are the commands set up? Are they set up in
I can't remember
OBS
if I
or in Twitch?
I can't remember. That's why I haven't done it because I don't remember.
I already posted that one.
No, oh, you did. Damn it. We both posted at the same time, it looks like, actually. Either way, grab it. Love it. Let's go ahead and we'll re-raid the bearded bull.
Follow
Raid has
those
been
rules.
created.
Stay wholesome.
Yes.
Stay saucy.
Always stay saucy. And
We'll see you on Tuesday.
keep your stick on the ice. Bye.
Stop it! This game is so random and confusing. Hey, Sybarite, Smada, and Spaghetti. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, friend.